When I tell y'all, I was so shook. You just made me fall and bust my, and then you just embarrassed me in front of all of my peers, and you just got a little grin on your face like this is funny. Why did this man bribe my silence? He bribed me for my silence.
I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Sure to cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like controller. Yeah, like control.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lisi, and I'm back again with another epic, juicy, and ghetto story time. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Lisi. My government is Alicia. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, what's good? What's poppin'? What's crackin'? What's crackin'? What's crackin'? Y'all chillin'? Y'all chillin'? Hi, bet. Y'all see the title of today's story time? It's story time daycare horror story.
Oh my God.
Don't act shocked.
Yeah, we taking it back to the playground, bitch. Like, we taking it back to the playground days. But before I get into this story time, definitely do not forget to send over your subscriber diary down below to this email. Don't forget to check out the description box for all the information. And definitely don't forget to give the video a big like, please. Please help your girl out. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Thank you. Thank you. Now, without further ado, let's just get straight into the story time. Okay, boom, y'all. So this is a story time, but this is gonna be like low-key a different type of story time, because as I titled it, is daycare horror stories. Yeah, it should be daycare horror stories. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna title it. That's what I'm gonna title it. Because these are vivid memories from my childhood that I experienced horror when I was either in pre-K or just regular daycare. And obviously I was single digits during all these age. Y'all probably asking, how do you remember? Because they were traumatic, okay? Because they were traumatic for me. And you know what? I figured, let me just share it on the internet because it's probably gonna be entertaining to y'all, okay? So boom, let's get into the first horror story, okay? I don't know if it's something going on in like the New York City daycare, children's care air, like what type of people they had working when I was a little youth. I don't know, but yeah, boom. This first story is, I was in pre-K, okay? I was in pre-K and I went to like an actual, it wasn't like a school, but it was like a pre-K daycare, right? It was a pre-K daycare. And every day I will remember my mom would drop me off and I would cry. I would cry every time she had to leave. Like, we be kikiing about this till this day because I've come so far as a human, okay? But yeah, I would cry every time she would have to drop me off, and they would always have to like calm me down and stuff like that. And as you can imagine, I was probably crying because I miss my mama. Like, I don't want to leave my mama. Like, what you mean? Like, so I don't know if it was some weirdness because of that, but I'm just telling y'all what I remember, okay? Because I was single digit at this age, okay? It was one day. Okay, y'all remember, like, if y'all ever went to daycare, like, it was always like a nap time, right? Y'all remember like when nap time was a thing? It was this one specific day at this daycare. It was somebody's birthday, okay? I don't remember whose birthday it was, but it was somebody's birthday. And, you know, of course, whoever the parent was of the child, they had the little gift bags. Y'all remember back in the day, somebody had a little party in class, y'all get little gift bags and stuff like that. That's what was going on. So basically, whoever the teacher was who was in charge of distributing these said gift bags, the teacher was basically like, yeah, all right, class, whatever she said to us. She was basically like, we had to take a nap, and once we were done with our nap, we would get our gift bags. And I was just like, fuck. Like, I remember being a little youth because I was not tired that day, okay? I was not tired that day. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna have to force myself to go to sleep. Now, this is what my brain is recollecting. Did something else go down? I really don't know, but I'm just telling y'all what I remember, okay? Boom, you know, we got our little cots out. Y'all remember the little cots from back in the day? Your parents would send you to school with little sheets and all type. Well, I don't know if that was the case for everybody, but I'm just telling y'all my story. I would be getting sent to pre-K with lunch boxes and my little sheets for nap time and my little blanket for nap time. So they pulled out the cots, we pulled out the cots, everybody on their designated cot. When I tell y'all, like, the whole entire little class was knocked out in like 2 seconds. And I don't even understand like how they did it, but that's what had happened, okay? They was knocked out. And guess whose ass was still up? Alicia. I was still up. Now, in these days, like I said, y'all, I was a single digit. So maybe I thought I was slick or something by trying to play off like I went to sleep. And the teacher could clearly tell that I didn't go to sleep. But my thing is that I was not up moving around, causing disruption. Like, I was a good kid. So I remember like I was just laying on this cot, and the most that I was probably doing was tossing and turning to just try to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't up, you know, doing the most. I wasn't doing the most. But that just goes to show, like, if I don't need a nap time and I'm a pre-K-er, that means my mama making sure I'm going to sleep at night comfortably if I'm not tired during the day. Sure enough, y'all, nap time was over, and it was the ending of the day where, you know, everybody's parents is about to start picking them up. And the teacher, she's handing out people gift bags one by one. Mind you, y'all, when nap time was over and she had woke like the whole class up, I probably was doing some extra shit, pretending like, like waking up, like yawning, pretending like a bitch actually went to sleep, and my ass did not go to sleep, and I thought I pulled it off, and clearly I didn't. Y'all see where it's going, right? She handed out a gift bag to everybody in this class except for me, and I think it was like a little boy. And it was crazy because it was just like the way she handed it out. She handed, like, once she hands you the gift bag, because it was like an upstairs and a downstairs to the daycare. Once she hands you a gift bag, it's like you could go downstairs. She handed everyone a gift bag, and it was me and this little boy left upstairs. No gift bag. And what did she do? Let us know that we wasn't getting the gift bag that day. I was so sad. Because I was just like, like, as a pre-K-er, just genuinely confused. Like, I know you said that we needed to go to sleep, and that could have been some form of like discipline or whatever the case may be. But like, how did you know I wasn't asleep? Like, I still, at 26 years old, I'm still trying to figure out, how did this lady know that I was not asleep? Anyways, whatever. So that's a little horror story from daycare. Let's go to the next one. So boom, the next one, this is like still a little mini story of when I was still in pre-K, right? So boom, this is the same daycare that I would go to that my mama would drop me off to, and I'd be crying and stuff, whatever. So some days out the week, my grandma would come and pick me up. And if y'all don't know, now y'all gonna know, like, back in the day, my nickname, and even now, like, my nickname that my mom really it's really a me and my mom thing. Don't start, okay? Thank you, but some of y'all probably might, because I'm putting out the information. But boom, one of the nicknames my mom came up with for me was Pizza, because back in the day, I loved pizza. Pizza or fried chicken when I was a little kid, and specifically from the Kennedy Fried Chicken. My New Yorkers, tell them in the comments about that Kennedy Fried Chicken. Tell them about that Kennedy's Fried Chicken, because they would have the fried chicken on deck and they would have the pizza on deck. So every day after school, I would either beg my grandma, because I knew she was going to get it for me. I would either beg my grandma for the fried chicken, some fried chicken wings, because I'll tear them up, okay? Or the pizza, right? So boom, it was this one day after school, after pre-K school, my grandmama came to pick me up, and I'm like, Grandma, can we go get some fried chicken? Can we go get some fried chicken? I was craving it the whole day. I couldn't wait until after school for me to get some fried chicken. Me and my grandma, we get up in the Kennedy Fried Chicken. She talked to the guy and ordered the food, and the guy basically told her, I'm pretty sure he told her, like, it was gonna be like 10 minutes until the food was ready. So we was like, okay, cool. So me and my grandma, we sat at one of the little tables in the spot or whatever. If I could find a photo of what a Kennedy Fried Chicken looked like, I'm gonna put it on the screen so y'all can see. So we in the Kennedy Fried Chicken, y'all, waiting for the food to come out. And all of a sudden, this couple walks into the Kennedy Fried Chicken, right? They walk into the Kennedy Fried Chicken, and I don't know, like, I feel like I had discernment or my empathness from a very young age, because at that age, I just knew something was off when they came in. Like, I don't remember if they was arguing or what was going on, but there was definitely negative energy and tension in the air. Whatever, I'm still sitting there minding my business. And I think the girl has said, like, the girl was with the guy and the guy was with the girl, right? So I think the girl has said something like, slick out the mouth. She said something crazy to the man. Yo, I need an example. Hold on. I am so, oh my God. I am so sorry to my bear. This is my Build-A-Bear, Michaela. I've had her since I was in kindergarten. I'm so sorry, but I gotta use Michaela as an example. Yo, I don't remember what this lady said, y'all. I don't remember what this lady said. As before we get into this next part, I just want to announce a trigger warning for DV. If that is something that will trigger you, please skip over to the next part of this story down below. I'll have it posted on the screen. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. Okay, bye. But this man turned around and he said, Yo, and I already know somebody is gonna be in the comments mad because I'm laughing, but y'all clearly don't understand dark humor. I just gotta say this real quick before I even continue, because some of y'all mad assholes don't understand dark humor. Y'all don't even F with me for real, because if y'all F with me, y'all would know that I laugh at everything. Even times when my ass has been embarrassed and I'm telling y'all about it on the internet. Like times that were super embarrassing for me, where I was looking crazy as fuck, but I laugh because that's who I am. I'm not saying this funny, but bitch, I can't control what I laugh at. Anyways, let me continue. So boom, this man said, shut the fuck, like he literally by her neck slammed this lady up against like the glass. Yo, I gotta find the inserts picture so y'all can see what part he slammed her on the glass window of the Kennedy Fried Chicken, like had her up in the air. When I tell y'all, I was so shook.
I'm in danger.
When I tell y'all, I was so effing shook. Like when I seen that shit, I was like I was so scared, and my grandma just grabbed me up and we did. Like, I didn't even get my fried chicken. Yo. That's the tea. I was so pissed off. I was pissed off because that was the first time I ever see some DV shit in real life. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes because I was just such a little kid, and it's like I really wasn't exposed to like nothing crazy for real yet. So for me to see that, and that's not even crazy compared to what some people have had to see in their childhoods. But listen, I'm just telling y'all my story. So that's it. Moral of the story, I ain't get my fried chicken that day. That's that story. Now let's get into the next mini story. We got two more, y'all. Two more. So boom, this next little mini daycare horror story. I can't even tell y'all how old I was here, but I was definitely older than the first two stories. Around this time, I think this time frame, not even I think, this is definitely when I was in like some type of little summer daycare camp or whatever. And my mom always, like, she didn't just want me sitting in the house not doing nothing. So I was always in some type of activity when I was a kid. During the year, after school, during the summertime, I was always in some type of activity. And I was at this little summer day camp or whatever. And I don't remember what day it was, like if it was the first day, in the middle, whatever. I don't remember. But do y'all know, like back in the day, them school breakfasts, did we live the same childhood? Like, let me know if we lived the same childhood, y'all. Y'all remember, like, even if it was regular school and they would have like them school breakfasts, I don't remember if they only had them specifically for trips or what, but they would have them in them big like cooler bags, and they would have like them little bags, like them little paper bags all scrunched up with like a little pre-breakfast prepared breakfast, and it would be like either a banana or like a little banana muffin or a raisin muffin or a milk or a string cheese or some cereal in there. Like, do y'all know what I'm talking about from back in the day? Yeah. At this specific little summer daycare or whatever, they required everyone to eat breakfast. Mind you, I don't remember like if my mama was feeding me beforehand or if I really didn't eat nothing, so I had no choice but to eat the breakfast because I was hungry. I don't really recall. But I just know like this one specific day, like, I did not want to eat that food, like, because that stuff would taste nasty, especially that string cheese. If you eat string cheese, ew. Because I never, like, from the elementary days, I never effed with string cheese. Like, it was just always disgusting and repulsing to me. The smell, how it looked, how it tastes. I don't know how people just sit around eating string cheese if it's not like a mozzarella stick or something. Like mozzarella stick we could do, like, because that's a whole different, but just the cheese by itself is diabolical. Okay, I don't remember all that was in this little breakfast bag, but just know there was a string cheese in the breakfast bag. The one thing that I hated, that I was like, no, I can't do, like, I can't do it. I had ate everything in the bag except for the string cheese. Whichever teacher, whoever it was, who was responsible for coming around and making sure all the kids ate all the food in their breakfast bag, she had came to me and she was like,
oh, you need to eat that string cheese.
I was like, I don't like eating this. I don't like eating this. I don't want it. I don't like. She was like,
well, you need to eat it because you're not getting up from this table if you don't eat the string cheese.
What if I lactose? Nah, let me stop, because they probably asked the parents beforehand, is your child allergic to anything? So I can't even say that. But I was just like, this lady can't be serious. So you are about to force me to, like, would you even eat this, ma'am? You probably wouldn't even eat this yourself, but you over here trying to force me. And I ate everything else in the bag. But you want me to eat? How are we supposed to drink milk and eat string cheese at the same time? Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, my insides are crying. Like, my insides are legitimately crying. Guess what I did? I started to eat the string cheese because I wasn't trying to get in trouble and I wasn't trying to not do whatever activities they had planned for the day, or because I didn't attempt to eat no motherfucking string cheese. So, okay, I go to eat the string cheese and I didn't even eat the whole thing, y'all. I ate probably like a little less than half of that shit. And sure enough, when I ate that shit, because I was just so disgusted even eating it, like my brain probably already coordinated with my stomach and was like, this is not gonna agree. Like, I ate the little string cheese. I ate as much as I could of the string cheese. And I kid y'all not, moments later, I literally threw up literally in the seat, and I was so little at this time because I'm thinking about what this seat looked like. I was so little. Oh my God. I threw up in my little chair. It was a red little kitty chair. Threw up literally, like, if I could show y'all the little area, I'm not going to show y'all because that's just too much, but I threw up like directly next to myself on the seat, right? So when I threw up, I called the teacher and I'm like, hi, Miss Ma'am, I threw up. And I'm just looking at her like, you dumb bitch, because I literally told you that I don't like eating this shit and you forced me to eat it. And I'm a little kid, so I was not at an age where I knew how to make myself throw up or anything. My body just rejected it, and I tried to tell you. Y'all know what this lady did? She made me clean it up. Made a little kid clean up they throw up, which I guess responsibility after you force them to eat something that they already knew was gonna happen. All right, y'all, that was the third little daycare story. Now we got the last one. The last one, say the best for last. I hope y'all staying with me. Boom. This same little summer day camp or whatever, right? I think it was it was one day, child, don't know which day, don't ask me, but it was one day, and I think we had went outside for playtime. We was doing some type of activity outside because it was summer. So when we came back inside, now it was like movie time. Like that was like the ending of the day. We were supposed to watch some little TV show, some little movie, and they had all the little kiddie chairs. Remember the same little red kiddie chair I told you about I was sitting on? Yeah, that same type of chair. They had them chairs set up in little rows, and they had the TV obviously in front, and it was, you know, this is how you know I'm like borderline millennial Gen Z. Yeah, I remember back in the day when, you know, it was time, like you was in class or something and it was time to watch a little show or movie, and they would literally they would have a TV cart. They would roll out the TV on a cart. Yeah, that's what we had. It wasn't no flat screen TVs like we got nowadays for today's kids. It was a little big box. When we had started watching the show, the movie, whatever we was watching, whoever was in charge of us for the end of that day, which was this guy who they had, the guy, he had given us all these little ices, these red ices. It was the ones that you suck on, no freaky. He gave us these little red ices. They were so good because we had just came from outside. It's hot. Now we about to wind down, watch a little show, watch a little movie, and have some ices. Yeah, it was lit. It was lit. So I'm eating my icy, I told y'all the way the chairs was set up, right? It was rolled. And this makes sense now, what I'm about to say, but it didn't make sense back in the day when I was in school and it was parent-teacher conference and all types of stuff. Teachers and whoever would, back in the day, they would always complain that I talk too much. They would always say like, yeah, she's a good student. She follows instructions, but she just talks to her peers a lot. Like she talks during moments when she's not supposed to be talking. And I just be like, what are y'all talking about? Like, what are y'all, but it makes sense now. So boom, I told y'all we were sitting in rows, right? So one of my little friends or whatever was probably sitting in the row in front of me, and I was sitting in the row behind her. I kept talking to Shorty, right? But I kept getting up like, and then I sit down. And then I sit down and I kept getting up like, yo girl, do you see his head? And then I sit down, like, right? So y'all get what I'm talking about? Like I kept getting up and sitting back down. But when I would come back to sit back down, I wouldn't look behind me to make sure that the chair was still there, because I was just assuming like every time I said humna, it sat down, the chair would be behind me still. The chair would be behind me still. Do y'all see where I'm going, right? Do y'all see where I'm going? It was this one last time, feel me, I went up and I was saying something to my little friend, and when I came back, you would think I would come back like this, right? No, but I came up and I came back onto the floor, onto the mother effing floor. So when I fall black, I was flabbergasted because I'm just like,
wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Where's my chair that I was sitting on? I bust my ass essentially, and I turn around to analyze what's going on, because I done did this about 4 or 5 times already and was able to sit back down safely, and now all of a sudden I'm not sitting back down safely. I turn around, it's our little after school, not after school, our little afternoon teacher, whoever he was, whoever trifling son that was, and he's looking at me with a grin on his face, laughing, with like the seat like in his hand type shit, like where he had pulled it out from, because I guess he was watching me going to talk to her, so he thought it was a fun joke to pull on a single digit child that was not their child to even be playing these types of games with and make me fall. When I was a child, I was extra sensitive to like the slightest touch, like very sensitive girl. So as I'm sitting on the floor, like looking back up at this man, like hella confused, I start, you know, getting, you know, the fireworks or the waterworks is gathering themselves to about to start coming out and starting. The waterworks is about to start. Your girl is about to start crying because this man got me effed up, because you just made me fall and bust my ass, and then you just embarrassed me in front of all of my peers, and you just got a little grin on your face like this is funny. So I guess the man knew like he wasn't supposed to do that, and he immediately was like trying to calm me down. Like as soon as he seen I was about to start crying, he immediately, I promise y'all, this little boy was probably like 16, 17 years old, dummy. Cause no grown man would ever like do that. Like, this is your job. Like, why is you playing with people's kids like that? And then when the parents come beat your ass, what's gonna happen then? What's gonna happen then? Like, anyways, boo. He immediately is trying to calm me down. He trying to calm me down, calm me down. He like,
nah, stop. Chill. Look, I got something for you.
He go bring me not to the back, but to the back where the freezer is at. Why did this man bribe my silence? He bribed me for my silence with giving me another icy bitch. Gave me a whole next icy so that I would stay on mute and not snitch on his ass and tell the authorities or even my mother that you was playing again, because you knew you was wrong. That's why he gave me an extra. He didn't give nobody an extra icy. He just gave me an extra icy because he wanted to play stupid games with me and probably didn't want to win no stupid prizes. When I tell y'all, I had told my mom this little story I had just told y'all last year. I had told her sometime last year, and she was like, Alicia, why you waiting till now to tell me this? I'm like, girl, because I was a kid and dumb. So yeah, that's the end of this story time of story times, daycare horror stories. Are y'all in agreement that any of these is horror stories? Child, let me know. I just be telling y'all what the stuff that be happening in my life, okay? That's all I be doing, okay? If you made it to the end of this video, put this emoji on the screen. Definitely don't forget to send me your subscriber diaries. Definitely don't forget to give this video a big like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next story time. Later.
I think I lie for you. I think I die for you.